Welcome back, guys. I know you've missed me. I've missed you too. So before we get into it, I would like you to like this post, subscribe, share the link with your friends if you have not, so that they'll come and see all the goodness that you're hearing here. So the two movies that we'll be reviewing today are number 1, The Man of God, and number 2, Superstar, both produced by Nigerian people in Nigeria. Like the location was here in Nigeria, in beautiful places in Lagos, and somewhere else I'm not going to mention. So I would be reviewing Man of God, and then Fortune here is going to be reviewing Superstar. So let's just get right into it. So The Man of God was directed and produced by Bonale Austin Peters. And she was, I think if you've watched the Bling Lagosians, yes, she was the one that also directed that movie, and you know how lit that movie was. So 100% you have to believe that Man of God is like more. So top cast that we have Aka Nani, we have Osas Ighodaro, we have Dorcas Shola Fapsin, we have Atlanta Bridget Johnson, we have Patrick Doyle, we have Mawuli Gavo, we have Eukaria Anuwobi, we have Prince Nelson, Prince from BBN, and then we have Olumide Oworu as Daniel, that's Sam's older brother. So before we get into the whole storyline, I just want to say, anything that we say on this show is just our opinion. It's not what we feel that you should have. I just feel like it's personal opinions, and you should not probably just be angry or be mad if we say we didn't like something, or if we say we like something more, because I feel like people just become too invested in their characters and their stars and whoever they love. That's just a disclaimer. So right into it. So this movie tells of the story of a young man who forsakes his harsh religious upbringing. That's his father was the pastor and all of that. He left the house because his father was always beating him because he did not want to involve himself in religious activities like going to church, staying in church. Because I remember at the beginning of the scene when they were doing their praise and worship and prayer session, he went outside to go and play with his friends, and his father came, and that was like where the beating started and everything. And his mother was not really helping. She was just helping him calm his wounds and just saying sorry and all of that. And that was when he told her that he was going to leave the house and not come back. So fast forward, Aka leaves the house. That's Samuel. Samuel leaves the house, and he's now portraying being as Fela, because he really likes Fela. He's singing on stage, he's makeup and everything, and he smokes and he drinks and all of that. So it's just the typical, I don't want to say the typical Nigerian pastor's child, but it's things that we've seen happening with a lot of our friends here. So it's just that's just how it is. And then we have Rekia. Now Rekia is like, I don't want to say it's love interest, because there was not really I love you or anything between them. It was just for the pleasure and for the company. So Rekia was always like, guy, let's make this money. There's no time for school, there's no time for studies and all of that. So that was Rekia. And then there is Teju. Now that's Osas. Oh my god, Osas baby. So Osas is Teju, and then she is like his childhood friend. She tries to keep him in contact with his family and all of that, and she's trying to make him come to fellowship and be the kind of person that his father is or was or however. And then he's being nonchalant and saying no, he does not want to do that and all of that. And then she introduces him to Joy. Now Joy is our fine Oyibo girl in the movie. So he sees Joy for the first time and he's like, you bring joy into my life. And I'm like, guy, don't play with me. So because of Joy, he now decides to start fellowship and do all of that and everything. Now Teju now resents Joy because Samuel likes Joy.
Joy is supposed to be like Teju's friend, right?
Yes, she's Teju's friend. And then now Teju resents Joy because Samuel likes Joy. But Teju did not say anything. She did not say that she liked him. There was no hints, there was no this thing. I think we'll come back to that, because I don't know why we ladies do that, but we'll come back to that, however. So fast forward. Joy leaves Samuel, he's depressed, it's all of that. He then goes to Teju, and then they make love, and then they're happy, and then they got married, and then they are she convinces him to continue coming to church and everything, and now he's a singer in church, giving us all the gospels, all the vibes in church and everything. And that's why we now have Ikira, Mommy Reverend, I don't want to say she's the typical Mommy Gio, because she was very she was like this in the movie. She was up in our faces, like her dress sense, everything was just 100%. But then she was really, really, I don't want to use the word insultive because I don't have a better word to use, but she was just very somehow in the movie. So fast forward, he leaves the church, he starts his own, but then he also dabbles in drug trafficking and human organ trafficking. That's Rekia again. Rekia is like, bringing in and everything. So fast forward, start to the end, because I know you guys are already getting tired, but I know you want to hear this. Teju, that claimed she loved him.
Claimed?
It's clean, for her to say she loved it. Okay, she loved him.
She actually did love him, She actually did love him.
Fortune is right. She loved him.
She did love him.
She loved him. So like, fast forward to the end. I think what's his name? Samuel messes up, and then I think he speaks to her in a very rude way after she finds out that he was involved in human and organ trafficking. And then she mentions the name of the lady that he got pregnant and aborted and everything. And then she says, "Watch me. I made you, and I have the power to destroy you." I felt it to my soul.
Oh my God.
I should be.
That is scorned. You
Like
do not
you do not want to freaking play with
yeah.
her. So like she was the one that even goes out to give the police the evidence that they need to arrest her husband, that is Samuel. And that was like, how he went to prison. Although they didn't state the number of years that he spent in prison, but the movie just ends with him coming back home, his father preaching about the Lordship, and him coming home, and they're like, "Oh my God, yeah, happy, everybody's happy." Glory be to Jesus. So now let's talk about the movie, like outside of like the storyline, because the storyline was mad. It was really, really impressive. The storyline, like, it flowed from the beginning to the end. It started in church and they ended in church, like the father and son and everything. So
it's like a complete circle.
Yeah, it really makes sense. So now I liked the production, I liked the lights, I liked the quality I got from the movie. I liked the storyline. I liked Osas. I don't want to say Osas now. Let me call her character's name. Teju's dress sense. I liked the other lady, Rekia. But then I don't know. Please, you guys should talk to the person that was the stylist for Joy, because, bro, she was too fine to be wearing those things she was wearing. Did you see her wig? Just talk to the lady. So that was the only thing that I really did not like, because I felt like they should have made her more powerful with her dresses, and the portrayal of her character in the movie, because she was really godly and everything. So they should have given her more costumes that push her. Because if you see Teju when she wears her dresses to church, hallelujah, somebody. So then I did not like the part where they were lip syncing to most of the songs in church, because I feel like if you're going to give us a church vibe, give it to us 100%. Let us hear the sonorous voices. Give us how it's done, drums and all of that. I feel like they recorded it and they were just playing. So they were just, when the music is playing and then I just following the song. So most times we catch your lips moving. Yeah, we catch your lips moving. So that was the only thing that I feel like I did not really like. So Fortune.
I want to add to what I think I did not like about the movie Man of
Yeah,
God.
the movie, yeah.
You know how you have a beautiful storyline, and then I feel like they did not really exhaust their characters very well.
Yeah.
I feel like at some point it felt like they're not trying to rush an ND
movie.
I think that's one of the issues that Nigerian movie has really. You pack a lot of awesome talent in a movie, and then because you're trying to, I don't know, make sure that your movie doesn't extend some certain time frame. You see that you're not exhausting all the characters
and the scenes and everything, and then it just feels rushed.
And I just feel like towards the end of the movie, and everybody's like fast.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things I did not really like about the movie.
Yeah.
If you're going to invest and then pack a lot of people in your movie, exhaust your characters, let people, fall in love. I feel like at some point the movie was just about Teju, Sam and his love interest.
Yeah, that was just.
That's every other person in the movie was just
like back.
Unless the church scene and all of that. So yeah, I think that was what I didn't like about.
Yeah. So you see, movie. I have a very very good reviewer here, and then another thing that I do not like. This is the part. Disclaimer, please. You push no go and say I said, but I really did not feel Aka's acting. I did not personally. I did not feel
it. Role, what would you even use?
You should have given me.
Someone that would kill it.
Like when he speaks like this, oh my God, I felt like he was trying so hard
to fit into the character.
Did you see how Teju just went? It was just very seamless. It was like they had a very relatable experience with the character. So I feel personally, I did not really feel Samuel's acting in the movie. But apart from that, 100% kudos to the director, to the producers, to the cast, to the crew, everybody from the lights down to makeup and everything. It was really top notch. So when we come back on this short break, you'll be hearing from Fortune on Superstar. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. See the way I'm enjoying you here, because I know you enjoyed The Man of God. Like, let me clear my. It was really, really interesting. So I'm going to be handing over to Fortune. She's going to be reviewing Superstar. Oh my lord, my lord. Let's go.
I didn't even know it's that from Christ.
Anyway,
like Superstar I don't know, it's a must watch. I'll start with that, because you cannot put the likes of Nancy Isime,
bro,
and Timini,
bro,
in one movie, and you don't expect to see Bass. So Superstar, I would like to mention that Superstar is the 9th movie Film One and Ink Block's production have jointly produced.
Those are really, really crazy.
And those are like the top dogs in production.
Yeah.
So that's like the 9th movie they've done together. Also, you see, Superstar tells the story of an upcoming Nollywood superstar, Nancy Singh. Her name is Queen in the movie. It portrays the struggles of an upcoming actress, basically.
Wow.
You know, so it tells the story of Queen, who her parents didn't want her to read law in school, but she already, like when she was small, so every stage play in school, in the church, she was just literally born for acting. But then her parents were like, oh, you have to read law. And at some point she said, oh, that she had already applied for theater arts in school, and then her parents, you know, like, oh, I wash my hands off you.
Wow.
And then she has to like navigate the whole schooling process, service it on her own. And then she goes to Lagos and for opportunity. And then auditions after auditions, you know, no breakthrough and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think she met a friend at audition and they really bonded very well.
Like me and you.
Fast forward into the life of Queen, she meets this guy Delarin, that's Timini, at a party. And you know this beautiful love at first sight chemistry.
Come on.
And then so you see they fell in love, so to speak, or for Queen she fell in love. And then, you know, beautiful, and then he took her to auditions and all that, and she made her very first break in her acting career. So she was about, I think she was going to get a movie role, but you know this thing they say about how you have to sleep your way through to the top and all of that. So she has this very big break, and then the producer of the movie is acting at, oh, you already know what you need to make it, you know, I'm going to make you a star, just do what you have to. And then she says no. So she already has lost the role. So going back home, you're meeting your supposed boyfriend and your supposed best friend in bed together. It was, I feel like I felt like I was Queen. I wanted to scream so hard, like, why would you even do that to your friend?
Wow.
You know. And then I think it was over the course of the movie, we now realized that the so-called best friend even planted the boyfriend. So it was not like a love at first sight, it was a plot.
Okay, so best friend and the boyfriend
knew
were
themselves,
together.
yeah, sort of. So it was like they literally just wanted to ruin this girl's life. So you know how you just go, and then she's now famous and all of that. And I think when she was dating the Delarin guy, he was teaching her how to drive. And then unintentionally she ran into somebody and killed somebody. And he was videoing her, you know. He videoed the whole of that. So she's now a superstar, and everybody's like, Queen. And then she gets a call one day. And then she's shown the video. Now the premise on which they would not, you know, expose her is that she would have to date Delarin in the public eye. He is the boo. And then the best friend is the manager. So you know the thing about a madman is that he will always show himself.
Exactly.
So Delarin now gets used to the public eye, and then he now decides to sleep around, meet different guys, you know, and then the other girl that, you know, planted everything with him, now one of the just as I get out of my life.
Oh wow.
So, you know, fast forward into the whole thing. While I think one of the guys that helped her with her movie break, Hassani, you know, they meet again and then they fall in love. And Delarin was not even having it. So they had issues, you know. He was like, oh, stay away from this, let's from this guy. And then she refused to stay away from the Delarin guy, from the Hassani guy. And Delarin just goes ahead with it, and then she beats the crap out of Delarin. And then he now goes to post the video of her killing somebody online. Fast forward to it, she gets arrested, her fans fight for her, she gets released, And then the guy she fell in love with, they got married, but then he had cancer and he died, and she gave birth to twins. And then she became one of the biggest Hollywood actresses and producers in the movie.
I'm sad.
So that's the storyline of the movie.
Yeah.
Basically, I'd say that the movie, it was a very beautiful, and you know, the production was beautiful. Yeah, the storyline was amazing. And then I like the fact that they actually took the Nollywood actresses that could portray the character, because Sime killed the role. 100%. Simini killed the role. So 100%. It's like every character interpreted their role very well. However, I have some concerns.
Yeah.
How do you meet somebody and then the person tells that the person had cancer in 1 year and has 3 months to live, and then in 1 month he dies? Like, did you guys not calculate it? Because I was calculating it in my head. How do I meet you and then you were diagnosed of cancer 1 year ago, and then you have 3 months to live and then you die in 1 month?
Well, maybe the contact maybe sharp, you understand?
I feel like we're also just adding up.
Yeah.
And I think the same issue that Man of God had, I think Superstar had it as well. You pack so much awesome characters in a movie, and then you don't even know. And
you don't exhaust
all of them. I don't know why they are always rushing. See, it's not bad in Nigerian movies. And see the time frame of 2 hours. People watch it. Take your time and exhaust your script, you know. Don't give us a very rush end. It's always, I don't know, it's always obvious.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, Nancy Sime's makeup artist should be flogged.
Wow.
No offense. Like towards the end of the movie, there was a scene where she was trying to commit suicide. So you want to, and then you want to use mascara and then draw stars on my face because I'm crying. Yeah, I want mascara, and I know what mascara tears look like. They don't look this way. Are you drawing Trabron?
What's that?
So that was like a no to the no. But aside that, I think they did a very wonderful. The production was beautiful, and then please exhaust your scripts. We're not rushing. We will watch it. I promise.
Yeah.
Exhaust your script. So I'd like to, is there any part you've seen Superstar? Obviously.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of Superstar?
I think the part where she falls in love with that guy, but then he dies. So just the love part. I'm all for love.
Such a lover girl.
I'm all for love. So that's the only thing. I think the part where she beats. I'm not supporting violence, but you know, sometimes give them as
like she was kicking. Oh my God, it was kicking for me. Like beat the crap out of. Like this guy took so much from her.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't also want to say, but so yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode of movie reviews on DFET TV. And I know that as we have spoken about it, it's already, if you've not seen it, it's already tingling your senses. You're like, I must go and see this movie. Go and see it. Man of God is on Netflix, and you can get Superstar where?
Netflix can download it too as well.
Definitely. So it's like very easy access and all of that. So watch the movie. Take your time, understand it, check all of the things that we said, and then come back here and give us your comments and your views on if there are some things that we missed out, or some things that we exaggerated on, or things that we didn't even see at all, and we would be here waiting for your comments. So till we come your way next time, I am Fortune with the top. I think it's
movies.
As in, we always give you premium things, you know. So till we come your way next time, I remain Iretiolu Agumboale and
Fortune.
Bye.